I was asked about how to look within to see if a choice that I'm making is right, wrong, or simply honors me. And again, this is another one of my favorites because anytime it comes from my sons, that is, a moment of pure joy to know that they're exploring their lives, and that we're sharing in that journey together. So, anyway, now that the parental nostalgia is complete, here's what I offered. Uh, what Marshall was essentially asking was, how do I decide for myself without needing to ask other people with great frequency if the choice was right or wrong or whether it honors me? So, my invitation was to recognize that right and wrong are judgments of some action, and they have their place. So keep the right and wrong. Allow yourself to ask what's working, what's not working, and what's missing. I mean, it's a tool that I come back to because that particular tool removes the judgment. Right and wrong is a judgment. What's working, what's not working, and what's missing simply asks us or invites us to look at what's factual, observable, without giving our interpretation of it. Right? So if you're driving down the road and somebody cuts you off, what's factual is that you were cut off. What may be factual or observable is that there is no turn signal or no indicator. Okay? The interpretation is that person's a poor driver or that person is stupid. So the right and the wrong, did they do the right or the wrong thing? It's also relative. But asking what worked, what didn't work, what was missing was the place that I invited my son to go to so that he could look at what the goal was or what the context was. So simply put, feeling drained and exhausted, coming back into the school term after a long break, right? So if the goal was to return to school feeling rested, alert, and ready to go, he could ask, what did I do that worked towards that goal? What was not working towards that goal? And what was missing? The information from that allows him to apply those responses to make shifts and changes and adjustments going forward. Doesn't do anything for what has transpired, but it sets him up to create new behaviors and desired outcomes. So for, anybody that is asking your external world more than your internal world, was that the right thing or was that the wrong thing, or was that something that governed me? One, be okay with making the mistake. And I use the word mistake or be okay with failing because those are words that we use in society freely. Every mistake and every failure is really nothing more than a lesson. So all you did was create a lesson to teach, show, or reveal something to you. Right? So if you're okay with allowing yourself to not know, then in that moment you can assess, was that the thing that was right for me or wrong for me? Now again, be mindful that those are interpretations, and a lot of time right and wrong comes with guilt and shame attached to it. Guilt, I've done something wrong. Shame, I'm a bad person. So that's why I said keep the words, because I don't want you to think you need to throw away the words. But if you can take a breath and allow yourself to ask, hold up, I wanted to go out for this job, or I wanted to apply for this position at school, or I wanted to give somebody some feedback. Was it the right or the wrong thing? Check in with, well, what did I do that worked? What didn't work? And what was missing? And then if you know what the goal was, then you can ask yourself on the back end, if it's even necessary, did I do what was right for me? What worked for me? What honored me? Hope that supports your journey. As always, be gentle with yourself. That's what I told Marshall because he was feeling awfully sleepy. So take it easy, take it slow, say very little. If you're having a similar experience of not knowing, you'll be amazed that the universe will always give you feedback. The question is, are you open and available to receive it? Maybe that's another clip. Talk to you later.